Shooting at the walls of heartache, bang bang. This level's called the Warrior. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Myth 2 Chimera. And as the little musical ditty from a friend of mine that just did it, today's level is called the Warrior. You're gonna notice something a little different though. I've tuned it down to normal and it's not my fault. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Make up your mind, but I think this level is sort of hopelessly flawed and there's really no way to do it above normal. So go ahead and watch, see if you agree with me, and if you don't, that's cool too. Anyway, here we go. Okay, that was kind of a different sort of introduction. I guess they were talking to the wolf. His name was Dream Runner. Let's get into our mission objectives. Meet the furball guide at the West River crossing. Check a furball. Oh. Alright, well here's going to come one of my starting complaints for this game. Buckle in. Follow the guide to the summit. Make sure he arrives safely. Just has to arrive safely. He can get killed later. And you must keep the heroes, Forebear, Silent Oak, Fenris, and Dream Runner alive. I note that once again that they've dropped the Oxford comma. And I just want to also once again say that ain't optional. Anybody who says otherwise is ignorant and uneducated. Let's go on to our level specific hence. Look for furball stress, aid them, and gain their service. Except for the fact that there aren't any anywhere on the map, this would have been a good piece of advice. Let's go to the next one. Wolves are rarely found. Without their brethren, work best as a large pack. I guess. I'm not really sure what this is. I don't think there's any really multiplicative effort. I think they're just saying that the wolves are not really great meleeers on their own. Keep your archers in a loose formation. Yeah, thanks. And keep your melee units from drawing friendly fire. Yeah, well. Oh, this also isn't true. The arrows do not do more damage than the wasp stings, but you'll see in a minute. Let's get moving.
It seems that fate will not let me retire in peace. I hope it is kinder to us this time than last.
Fate has her own designs, Fenris, and they are rarely kind. I wonder, will Narek be among these furbolg?
Do not tempt fate, old man. The furbolg are hard-pressed. Let's go.
Thank God it's you! The wasps! They're everywhere!
Hooray, furball.
New units received.
I think they're actually the same as they were in Myth 1. Like, I think they just got a reskinning. We're gonna deal with these wasps super duper quick. So, real quick, here's Fenris's little super move that he can do. Stop it, Furball. Okay, so much for those wasps, eh? Didn't pick up too much damage. So anyway, here are the Furbolg. They're sort of like little bearded elves, I suppose. You notice they don't have quite as good a looking a model as the other guys. Like I said, I think they're just upsampled from Myth 1 directly.
Yes, sir.
These were our archers in Myth 1, and they were terrible. And now they're back. And in a charming little addition to Chimera, they actually made them worse. So these aren't just human-skinned, I mean, these aren't just skinned human archers. These archers are actually genuinely worse than the ones that you got in Soulblighter. And here's kind of the start of one of my complaints, is that this is a real artificial... What's going on over here? Oh, patrol. This is a real artificial difficulty they put in here. I mean, I've shot a bow and arrow, you know, granted just at targets, but it ain't that hard to hit something that's about 10 feet away, and they will miss often. But just so we can take a break and me whining, I'm going to go ahead and name some people, and when I'm done, I'll come back and we'll get going. See you in a minute. Alright, now that we're back in action, we got Ariadne Thread in full effect as an archer again. We have Ratatazka. We got Rat. Good to have you. We got Jesus back in blasphemous action. And Vercingetorix. Oh man, come on. Vercingetorix. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have had that pronounced right again. Alright, well anyway, you're back in action. You'll notice that instead of flame arrows, they're carrying little purple arrows, which are fever arrows, which look like this. And they don't do much. They're pretty worthless, to be honest with you. So let's get moving. Speaking of heroes, Fenris is probably going to be our best guy. He has a ton of stamina. Dream Runner does an okay amount of damage, but mostly he's just difficult to keep alive, and Forebears Silent Oak is a journeyman. If you missed it, Fenris' special attack is Sword Blast, which will pretty much unload on anybody he hits, but I don't know, it feels buggy. Like sometimes you'll click on somebody and he doesn't do it, and if you click and then re-click, it kind of gets stuck. It's really not great, but it works okay. It works okay enough that we're definitely going to use it.
Yes, sir.
Earlier, we saw some wasps over this way. Why don't we go see if we can find them? Here, waspy, 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 waspy. Oh, there's waspy, waspy, waspy. I think the wolf is our fastest unit. I believe they have, in fact, seen us. No, they haven't. They have now. See, like right there, he totally didn't do it. It's weird, right?
Yes.
New units received.
Woohoo.
Yes, sir.
And so every so often when we kill some people, we pick up some new wolves. Kind of the gimmick of the level. Let's see. Dream Runner is still doing okay, so we'll leave him as is. Oh, no. Let's wait till those other wolves get with us. This is sort of the other artificial difficulty of the level, is that it kind of restricts us on the melee we get to a much higher degree than we were ever restricted before. And again, that's okay. You know, makes the game okay. So we'll roll with it. I guess we want to go this way. So I didn't see anything else. Oops. Quite a lot of wasps.
Move over.
You gotta pretty carefully manage your melee too, because unfortunately, the archers are as squishy as they ever were. And we definitely don't want them to get creamed too early, or ever, if we can swing it. It's not so bad so far, as you can see, but in heroic mode, those wasps can kill, like that's just one hit on a wolf, In heroic mode, they kill a wolf in 3 hits. And although that's not insurmountable, I did get through the whole mess. But the part that really rustles my jimmies is coming up at the end, and you'll see it. But for now, because there's nowhere else to go, can't cross this river, we're gonna have to go straight. And I'm gonna employ one of the first of many cheap shots that I do. That I do entirely without apologizing. So let's grab our first wolfie. Let's see. It's actually kind of better to keep people back. But anyway, so we're gonna bring one wolf, and you notice there are 2 groups of wasps. Now again, on heroic mode, if you grab both of these groups of wasps, you're dead. You can't kill them. I'm not sure how anybody does this on legendary. That'd be kind of a trick. Okay, so we're gonna run back far enough. See that miss? That is awful. There we go. But nothing a little chicanery can't manage. Continue on. Let's see, move. Move. Move.
Aye.
You can't actually stand in front of the archers or they can't hit. No. Okay, let's grab the other wasps. But you see how they missed right here at the riverbank? I mean, the human archers would not have missed. There's a very slight dip there. It's nothing anybody would have stumbled across during the main campaign. It's just the Furbolg are really that bad of archers. I mean, look at that. Really go back to the original and then tell me they wouldn't have killed them.
Yes, sir. Moving.
New units received.
Woot. More wolves. You notice we haven't found any Furbolg yet. That's mostly because there aren't any Furbolg. I know I kind of already mentioned that, but it's still true. Let's see. Put our archers here at the riverbank. And we're about to have a nice good old use for our pal 4-bear silent oak, the journeyman. And it's not running way out to the side. By the way, it's a river, and every time I see a river I think to myself, I wonder if there are any of those plants that give us roots around here. I think there is one on the other side, but we'll go check that out in a minute. I'm not naming the wolves because I don't think we get to keep wolves level to level. If that's not true, then I apologize to the actually rather long list of people, thank you, that wanted to get in. But for now, let's take our old pal 4-bear across the river first. Zoom the camera out a little bit. Walking very slowly. And now we got whites. My reaction is, huh? There aren't supposed to be any whites. We sent 4-bear out there because as a journeyman, he cannot be slowed down by whites, in case you forgot about that. But how could there be whites? You know, they're just shambling, rambling undead. They wouldn't have been hiding in the river of their own volition. They would have just walked in a straight line until somebody whacked them. So that's a little not on for me. And furthermore, to create whites, you still need to know Dream of Undying, which is a incredibly high-level, powerful bit of magic that only, you know, the Fallen Lords were able to master, and not all of them. By the way, the fact that Soulblighter could do it was a bit of a surprise, I think, to most people, because the Watcher, in case you forgot the flavored text in was it Myth 1 or Myth 2? Both, maybe. Anyway, but the Watcher, he's the fella that more or less invented the Dream of Undying, or discovered it. Maybe it'd be a better word. Let's see, we got a nice trail we could follow, and a way that we could go without a trail. Generally speaking, it seems like the way without the trail is sort of the best way to go. So we'll do that. Oops. Let's see, they haven't seen us yet. That's fine. So basically what I'm saying is that there should not have been whites there. That's kind of the sum of my rant. It's just that there should not have been whites. Yeah. I'll have to show a little clip from Heroic just to show how hard the wasps typically are. Like I said, they kill your archers with almost comic swiftness. The archers are comedy bad at hitting anything. They're still bad now, don't get me wrong, but... Uh-oh, we lost the wolf. See what I mean? They are awful tough. Okay, so we'll keep moving this way, except this is the edge of the map, so we won't keep going that way. And actually, this is the edge of the map, so we won't keep going that way either. Alright, by process of elimination, let's head this way. Kind of a small map, really, when you look at it. Good thing there aren't any whites in these little ponds, huh? Let's see, we should probably just go ahead and heal a wolf. We actually don't want to lose any if we can help it. And I have made it to the end of Heroic without losing a single wolf. Although it was really difficult. But, in the end it wasn't worth it. And I'll show you why when we get there. And then you'll laugh, and I'll laugh, and we'll frolic. It'll be great. We'll be like, you know, nice spring day, where we're all frolicking, watching our archers miss really easy shots. I don't know if maybe it's the way that they encoded the hitbox for the wasp. I don't really know what it is, but for whatever reason, it is darn near impossible for you guys to hit him. Yeah. Stop that.
New units received.
Alright, hot diggity. We got 2 more wolves. Notice what we haven't seen so far? Any furbog. Wanna know why? Because there aren't any furbog. I don't want to keep harping on that. Rrrg, the healing noise. But, you know, it is kind of important, really. I mean, because seriously, like, there aren't any furbog. So, you know, whatever. Doing a nice little melee army now. Got 7 and a journeyman. We don't count journeymen, but, you know, hey. Maybe you do. Oh yeah, that's where we came from. Sorry for the loopy map control. I'm just trying to make sure I'm showing you everything. As usual, keeping the archers moving is sort of the pacing of how fast your army's going to go. Army of wolves and a warrior veteran with a smoky sword or whatever it was, and a journeyman. Keep moving archers. The archers are actually so worthless that I just go ahead and leave the melee out front, because the odds of them really hitting targets and having an impact on any strategic outcome is more or less 0. In fact, it should just be 0. Like, we should just put a 0 down for that. Just stay still, don't worry about it. And now for the fun part, where we go up the trail. I forgot another thing to say about Fenris's little lightning attack. It hurts you too, if you're near him. So its utility is a little low.
Die!
Yeah, see, because it gets multiple enemies, but you kind of want to stand out of the way a bit and let him do his thing first. Because if you don't, well, then people get blown up. Your people. And it's bad. Okay. But luckily, Fenris has a ridiculous crap ton of hit points, so everything's cool.
New units received.
Yeehaw! Are any of them furbog? No. There are more wolves. 3 more wolves, to be exactamundo. I know it feels like I'm kind of tap dancing on them, but yeah, just wanted to point out once again, yeah, no furball. Any of those roots, by the way? I think there was one back there and I never bothered to get it. Oh well. Let's see, I guess we should heal Fenris. Don't want him to die. Our mighty army of melee growing. Oh, that certainly looks like a furball to me. Oh, let's catch up to him, eh? I just want you to keep in mind for what follows that I actually had one more wolf than this when I was doing it on heroic. You know, not to complain. Nope. Movie time. Maybe.
We are making our final stand on the top of a nearby hill. Follow me to the summit.
Right, so unfortunately, we do have to follow him to the summit. This guy, this bozo, will just...
Hurry,
yeah,
follow me!
He'll just run off on his own and go get killed. So you really gotta move it for his benefit. Oh, there's a nice little root plant. May as well get it. Never hurts to have extra A. And Forebear can always catch up with us later, if need be. Ooh, one whole root. I want to say that those things were giving us like 2 roots, maybe even 3 roots back at the oh, what was the level? You know, we had to fight the wild guys with the boomerangs and their own wolves.
Hurry!
Yeah, guy always wants us to hurry, but like a lot of things, there's really no need to hurry because this is not timed. Per se. Oops. Comes quite a bit of melee jump.
Hurry!
I'll just let our melee hit take care of him.
Casualty. New units received.
Oh well, lost one wolf. Not a biggie.
Hurry, follow me!
Yes, indeed, follow him. Now these are our archers on a nice big hill of archers. And we don't really want to keep them there. So let's go ahead and move them out. I have no idea why they just decided to give us 4 archers right now. There's kind of no need, but I mean, whatever. Also, unfortunately, you can't just like click on the top of the hill and have your guys run there. For whatever reason, they don't get it. You know, like they won't do that. So you gotta sort of click your way around. There is a way also of setting a path for your units. But pathfinding is kind of hit and miss in Myth 2, so as you know, as odd as it may seem, it is kind of better to actually just do it this way. Oh, that's our guide. You know, what's his nose? What is his nose? This is Kafu, or Kafo. Interesting. I'm pretty sure foe means FOU, isn't that French for bad or villain? Something like that. I can't prove that that's true, but on the other hand, you can't prove that it's not, so there. And here come the bees. I'll let the archers down there have some fun with them. I don't know, I guess maybe we should do something.
Hurry!
Actually, don't do that. Hey! Attack them. I'll just get murdered by them. It's funny how bad the other archers are.
New units received.
Okay, now they just said new units received, but in fact, we didn't receive any. Or wait. Nope. Yeah, no, we didn't. Except for one of the survivors of that little thing. Okay, maybe we should have tried this a little harder to save them. My sorry. Oops.
Aye.
Then let's get over here and be useful, if you can. I like how those archers just sat there and waited to get killed. It's the archers up top. Just really murder them.
Die! Hurry, follow me!
It's one of those cases where if you send in the wolf pack,
New units received.
then they just get totally murdered. So you definitely don't want to do that. May as well heal this guy, I guess. And we'll heal the wolves. Because why not? Ernest doesn't need it. Go ahead and heal ourselves. Keep running around. So now over here at the top we have like 50 archers just standing around not doing much. And if you're sort of been paying attention, I'm sure you can guess what's about to happen. But if not, then you're about to see my main complaint about the level, and really why it's just not doable on Heroic. But enough about my whining. Okay. And once again it goes to camera control.
Fenris! We're surrounded, but they haven't attacked yet.
New units received.
And now we're responsible for everybody.
Aye?
Which, you know, doesn't feel all that fair, but whatever.
Stand clear. Move over. Stand clear.
Aye.
Casualty.
Pretty much this is just gonna happen. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It's really frustrating.
See you in hell.
Move over. Stand clear.
Casualty.
Woot. On Heroic mode, not survivable. They literally just all mob up there and you all get killed. It's hard enough with the archers just shooting each other. But that one little thing kills everybody.
Casualty.
Yeah. And there's really no sense in naming any of these guys because so many of them are going to be dead. Woo! Bees everywhere.
Casualty. Casualty.
Stop running. Oops, don't do that either. Alright, and that's it for the bees. You get to see round 2 of them. You never would have seen, lived through even round 1 of them on Heroic, trust me on that one. Okay, so now we've got through the warrior on, well, normal. Guess I'm not super proud of that. We have Fenris and I don't know what standing next to him. Oh, I guess that's supposed to be the journeyman. Weird looking picture. Anyway. So this level kind of, it kind of showed a little bit of the shortcomings, I really feel, of this level. You know, there's no way to survive that end thing on anything higher than normal. I looked all over YouTube and tried Googling on the internet, and I didn't see anybody doing this particular level on Heroic or Insanity, so I kind of feel like it's a bit of a validation on my part. Like I said, I don't know. I really don't understand how that's supposed to be survivable. You have 8 million archers shooting each other. It forces you to clump them all together at the end. It's not a great scenario. And the inclusion of whites it's like, oh, okay, so we're doing a river, so let's stick some whites in it, but there shouldn't be any whites. I mean, the end of Myth 2 Soulblighter talks about how they hunt down the rest of the dead and kill them. And there's nobody around who can do Dream of Undying. There is a mysterious evil, you know, doer in this campaign, of course, but it's not a heavy hitter anywhere near in line of a Fallen Lord, so whoever it is shouldn't be able to even pretend like they're going to do Dream of Undying. Anyway, just, you know, some minor quibbles. I'm going to probably keep it on normal, just because I don't want to have to re-vet people. The Furbolg are so incredibly awful as archers that, it's worse even on Heroic, so they're almost not worth bothering with. It's a shame. It's a backstep for the game. But anyway, let's take a look at what we've done. We got 38 kills with our wolves, 16 with the Furbolg, 18 with Fenris, and 15 with Dream Runner. We lost 6 Furbolg. I think we lost more, but some of them weren't under control at the time. We lost 2 of the wolves. Shame that. Like I said, even if you get them, all your wolves, all the way into the Heroic, you still get wiped out. It's pretty ridiculous. So with that, we got 102 of the banded wasps, we got 2 whites that shouldn't even exist, and with that, we're going to move on to the next level of Myth 2 Chimera.